Well, good morning, my friends. Today marks chapter 6 of the 25 State Park Challenge, but it's not just a hike today. This weekend, the traffic is very noisy. This weekend, again, we are at Black Moshannon State Park, and there is a meetup that I am here for. I'm going to be here for 2 days. Today, I'm going to hike a trail. Later on, I'm going to meet up with the gang. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to cook some food, sit around and chit chat, maybe have a hidden beverage or two. I don't know. I really don't know. Alcohol beverages are always prohibited, usually in most state parks. But anyway, yeah, I'm here for 2 days. This is going to be in 2 parts. Today is going to be the hike, maybe the hangout, and then tomorrow is going to be the actual meetup, because I think there's some activities going on tomorrow. Well, for right now, we're going to indulge ourselves in this beautiful, beautiful weather. I really regret wearing this hoodie, which I'm sure at some point I'll stop and take it off, take a nice long water break. Believe it or not, I'm actually already starting to feel the heat. I might take it off right soon here. But yeah, today's going to be a lot of fun. The trail we're on today, I will put down below because it's a rather long trail. It's 3 trails mixed into a loop. And this thing goes up and down and around and back and forth and all kinds of good stuff. But yeah, we're hitting 5 miles today. So let's get into it. So I am out here this weekend to 100% relax and do what I love to do, which is obviously film, be with my friends, and I'm looking forward to sleeping in a new tent and trying out some new gear that I bought. Sadly, I wasn't able to buy everything and bring it on this trip, but there's more camp trips coming up this summer, so we will definitely get it in there. But I'm looking forward to laying in bed at night and just kind of listening and hearing what this brand new area to me has to offer, sound wise anyway. The ferns are popping up rather beautiful here today. Like I told you guys, my best friend, one of my best friends, died a couple weeks ago. He is now up in heaven looking down, and I firmly believe he's giving me this breeze to keep me cool. So, Matt, I love you, brother. I miss you so much. And I appreciate you. Whew. Just a little bit of uphill and I'm winded kind of. What's up with that? So like I've stated many times, with the weather getting warmer, specifically I believe it's above 70, we'll have to keep an eye out for snakes. You know, they like that sun just as much as we do. I just watched a YouTube video where a guy almost stepped on one. And usually they rattle when they get close to you. But this one didn't rattle. It just stayed put and it was looking. I will say, the rattlesnakes I think are an absolutely beautiful snake. But they can also wreak a lot of havoc. And did you know that some of that anti-venom can cost upwards of $100,000 to $200,000? All right, we got a trail junction here. It says Sleepy Hollow to our left. And let's see what's to our right. Well, it doesn't say anything's to our right, so I'm guessing that is not an actual trail. Maybe it's like a maintenance trail or something. So we're going to continue left here. Man, I can't explain what an amazing day it is today. It is just, Darcy, old dude, you guys couldn't have picked a better weekend to hold this meetup. By the way, the links to their channels are down in the description. As always, usually if I talk about any other YouTube channel or mention them or whatever, I will link them in the description. Because, hey, they're my friends. I want you to go watch and like their channel too. I love how everything is coming to life again. The leaves are starting to grow on the trees. The grass is green. The ferns are coming up. I like winter, but man, you just can't beat this time of year when it's warm enough to go without a coat, but yet still cool enough to not get super like heat exhaustion hot. Okay, so we're about to hit a junction. We're going to take the next two rights. What we're going to do, that was either a deer or a bird. But we're going to take a right, not that right. And we are going to stay to the right. And what we're going to do is we're going to go outside. We're going to do like this whole outer loop thing. This trail takes us down, around, back up through, and weaves us. I don't want to do all that today. Today I'm out here to do what I want to do, to relax, to chill, to have a good time. And that's what I want to do. Thanks for hanging out with me this far. I know we're only a few minutes in, but yeah, buddy. This is going to be a good weekend, y'all. I hope y'all stick around. I think that is one of the coolest things I've seen. All right, well, made it to the road. That big, beautiful sign there. I remember passing that coming in. So we got our cabin area out that way. But our trail continues here on the Hay Road Trail. Point 2 to Seneca Trail, point 7 to Indian Trail, and 1 mile to West Side Road. Probably should have let everybody know that this trail, from what I remember, and my memory's not very good, it is an easy trail. And so far it has been just that. I've gone up little embankments. That doesn't count for elevation gain, obviously. But man, hey, there's a chipmunk that just about scared the hell out of me. Where'd you go, buddy? I love it when I run across wildlife. I'd love to get them all on camera, but they usually scare me and I jump and they're off to the races before I even get a shot. Trailblaze is now yellow. They were red on the Sleepy Hollow Trail. So we've gone from red to yellow. And like I said, there's 3 trails. I'm not sure what the next marking is going to be, but we will find out. And up here we do have a trail junction. Okay, so we're going to take a right here, and this is going to take us up by the lake. We're going to loop around, and we're eventually going to come back to, actually there's another junction up there. We're going to come right to there, and then we're going to meet back up with this junction, and we're going to take that back down to where we meet up with basically where we started. Like I said, nice easy trail today. So little update on the whole doctor's visits. I appreciate everybody that has reached out and wished me well and you know, stuff like that about my buddy Matt, but also with the headaches I've been having. I did have a CT scan. I think I did tell you guys that. I did have a CT scan. Everything come back normal. My doctor though, she wants to send me, excuse me, to an ENT surgeon or doctor, and she thinks there might be a cyst in my sinuses causing pressure headaches. I don't think it's that, because yesterday I never had one. I am feeling great today. I know it probably don't set in this early, but I have started drinking that Rise mushroom coffee, and I think it tastes pretty good with a splash of hazelnut creamer. I have literally 1 cup, which is 8 ounces. 1 cup in the morning, and the rest of the day, like, I'm good. So we are at our 50-foot away trail junction. This is going to take us to, or this is going to take us on Seneca Lake. Yeah, Seneca Lake. That's in Watkins Glen, Travis, to the Seneca Trail. Let's go. I'm going to stop talking. It is super nice to hear the birds chirping. Uh-oh, I feel a couple raindrops. That's not good. And we got one big cloud that's going to pass by. Probably drop a little bit of water on us. That's all right. Boy, I'd say the squirrel's been busy through here. All kinds of acorns and whatnot. All right. We're going to take a left. But I can only assume this would be part of our trail had we taken a different turn. But this is going to take us to, oh, this is the Indian Trail. This is going to take us to West Side Road. But this is going to bring us out to Beaver Pond, not a lake. I thought it was a lake. I was wrong. See, I told you guys last week, I can admit when I'm wrong. Just take a second and look how beautiful this trail is all the way down through there. Spectacular. I love it. Okay, so this Moss Hand Trail to Beaver Road, 7.1 miles. This actually takes us around the lake, but we're going to keep going this way. I know I said I wanted to go all the way the outer trails, but the outer trails according to the GPS. And this is what it is. Really not looking to add a little over 7 miles to an already 5-mile trail. And there it is, Beaver Pond. Give me just a second and I'll show you. In memory of plane crash victims, Thursday, December 12th, 1974. Ralph Armstrong, age 30, Lancaster, PA. He was the pilot. John W. Herr, age 37, Lancaster, PA, passenger. John C. Groff, age 35, Lancaster, PA, passenger. The Cessna 172 took off from Black Moshannon Airport, now Midstate Airport, and crashed minutes later into a small meadow just off the Indian Trail. Cause of the crash, was never determined, although the inclement weather may have been a factor. Rest in peace, family and friends. April 2016. Let's go Darcy Beaver Pond. It's definitely a pond, that's for sure. I think here would be a good spot to take a water break, don't you? Let's do just that. Got a little bit of water here. I did not bring the one thing that I said I was going to bring, which was my element mixture with water, but this time I come fully prepared. I brought a cooler. I brought all kinds of snacks, and I have 3 different freeze-dried meals to choose from on this trip, but that'll be all in the camping part, so you guys will have to check part 2, which will be out. I'm thinking about putting out both of these videos the same week. Wind's blowing, my camera's kind of wobbly. Matt, now's not the time for the wind. Can you calm it down a little bit? No? Okay. Thanks, my friend. You know, my friends, there's nothing quite like being out here. You cannot compare city life or even a small in-town life. Like, thought I heard something. Small in-town life to just being out here and listening to the birds. And I've needed to get away. I've looked forward to this trip for many weeks now, almost since Darcy and Old Dude put it out there on YouTube. I knew I wanted to take part in it. Another meetup that's coming up is next weekend at Knoebels, Random Adventures 2.0. Tony, he is holding another creator subscriber meetup at Knoebels Amusement Park. It's in Ellisburg, PA. It's free to park. It's free admission. All you gotta do is pay for your rides and the food, like the amusement rides, not your ride to get there. I'm sure you knew what I meant, but yeah, gonna go out there and take a look around and meet some folks. God, it's nice out here. I knew that was going to happen. Hi, welcome back. So let's take a walk down here, get a closer look at the pond. I almost called it a lake again. I wouldn't doubt if there's snapping turtles, and there are definitely beavers in here. There's a beaver house over there, some lily pads, probably water snakes too. Beaver house out there. This doesn't have the greatest zoom, but pretty beautiful area nonetheless. Sweet, there's another view of the pond down here. Let's take a gander. I'll get a couple more photos too. Looks like they might be possible game trails down through here. Of course, I do see footprints. I'm sure there's people that fish this too. I don't want to go too far. My luck, I get stuck in the darn mud. Let me raise you up. I think he's telling me I need to get out of his territory, so I think we're gonna go. Okay, so we got another junction up here. We're gonna take a right because that's gonna take us, I knew it was gonna take us to a lake. I just looked on GPS, it's gonna take us to Black Moshannon Lake. So here we go. I thought there was another water source. I guess I should have looked at the map better. A little bit of rocky terrain here. Nothing too terrible. Just adds to the detail of the trail, you know? I am in absolute awe of these pine trees. Just look how beautiful they are. Tall, too. All right. Bog trail. This is going to take us right along Black Moshannon Lake. This is the part that I've been anxious to go on. I watched a Bill Maxim Outdoors video, and for some reason when I seen this just kind of excited me. So I'm going to leave the camera rolling. You guys are going to see everything that I see. I just think this is so cool. And of course over there is a deck. Wow. Look at that. Oh, there's some ducks out there. Right there at that bush in the center of the screen. See them ducks out there? There's a few ducklings out there too. Awesome. Really feel the wind out here, but all kinds of feathered friends you can get out here. You can get coots, puddle ducks, geese and swans, diving ducks, grebees, I'm not sure. Loons and waterfowl you can get out here. That's what that one says. Yeah, and this one is the wayfaring waterfowl. So awesome. I'm not super fond of our feathered friends, so we'll get one last look here and we'll keep going. All right, so we're gonna keep walking down the boardwalk here. You can really feel that sun. It just feels so freaking good right now. Let's see, what else are we gonna see out here? Home Sweet Bog. Four-toed salamanders. Damselflies and dragonflies. the wood frog, red-winged blackbird. That's pretty cool. My battery is running low, so I will have to stop at some point and change it out. We got another kiosk up here. What does this say here? Stumps and change. Oh, okay. In the 1700s, the present lake was a string of beaver ponds and peat bogs. In 1937, a man-made dam created the lake and flooded some of the peat. Ghosts of the past. Towering white pines and hemlocks once covered what is now the bog, or this bog, excuse me. The trees were harvested around 1890 by woodhicks. Men who cut timber and peeled bark. You can still see the stumps of these long gone pines and hemlocks sticking up from the bog. It's pretty awesome. It's a beautiful view in person. I don't know how well or how beautiful it is to you guys on screen. Continue down our way here. Looks like we're going to be going into some rhododendron. Beyond the bog. Oh, the fish. One fish, two fish. What's underneath? A cow that doesn't move. Spatterdock and yellow cow lily holds its heart-shaped leaves and bright yellow flowers above the water. Fish swim through the stems looking for insects while beaver and muskrat munch on leaves. What's underneath? Water shield has shield-shaped leaves attached to their stems at the center of the leaf. All underwater parts of the plant have jelly-like coating. Ew, that's cool. Fish creep me out for some reason. Let's continue. Be a perfect place for a bench. Got another kiosk, two more kiosks down here. But here is where I'm going to change my battery before it runs out. All right, we're back in action. It's tough to be a bog plant. Insects, yum. Stuck on bogs, home hardy plants. Just a few things that are out here on the old kiosks. Seen my second sign of life just now. A couple folks just passed me on trail or on the boardwalk. Special kind of moss. For Pete's sake. Decay stopper. That is a swamp sparrow. Sponge of the wetlands. Moss makes great bedding and padding. I just can't get over what a beautiful day it's turned out to be. I think tomorrow's supposed to be even warmer. All right, I believe this will be our last kiosk because I see the end of the boardwalk. From marsh to bog swamp. What's a wetland? A wetland is more than just land that is wet. Wetland features waterlogged soil, abundant water, at least part of the year, water-loving plants. I know that sun is reflecting on there. Use your senses while hiking. Can you see an animal swimming, hear birds talking to each other, smell damp wetlands soil? So apparently there are some water snakes around here. It's pretty cool. Here we are out at our canoeing area. Looks like just a bunch of dirt out there. Like right there in the center. Looks like dirt, but it's not. And our trail continues. The Hay Road Trail. Y'all ever seen that movie, Mortal Kombat? The first one that came out in the 90s. These woods, almost, I know the trees aren't perfectly straight and aligned and look like tree hallways, but it's wide enough open. It kind of reminds me of that part where Scorpion and Johnny Cage have their fight. Part of my nostalgia and childhood coming back to me. That's one reason why I like coming out here too. All right, I'll keep it moving. I used to play out in the woods a lot with my cousin Jamie, my cousin CJ, Carlton Jr., that's what it stands for. But obviously we've gotten older. Some of us have gotten married. Some of us, well, those two have had kids. But sadly, my cousin Carlton is, last report that I knew, is in addiction, active addiction. And from what I know, he's not getting help. So I haven't seen him in many, many years. I don't know what he looks like even now. I'm very fearful one day I'm going to hear of his passing. But anyway, no more sadness. This just brings me back to my childhood, because all three of us used to play outside and climb trees and build forts and find sticks that look like guns and whatnot. It's just pretty awesome. That's one reason why I like being out here. Simpler times, you know? Okay, if we wanted to be cheaters, we could take this to go back by Beaver Pond, I believe. But the trail we want to be on continues this way. So I have yet to see a butterfly yet this year. Butterflies are important to me because my cousin Cliff died July. His death anniversary is coming up soon. July 7 or 8 years ago. And I know I've said this before on the channel, but every time there's a butterfly, his kids say that that's their mom and dad. So I thought I was hearing something. But yeah, I have yet to see one of them out here. But it's only the beginning of the season, so maybe one of these days him and his wife will join me on trail. Okay, so we started going out that way, and 50 feet away is another junction. We keep taking that right, then we'll still be on our outer loop. I gotta admit, I'm feeling kind of sluggish. I got up this morning, got around, took my animals out to do their business, gave them their breakfast, and out the door I went. I didn't get a chance to eat any breakfast myself, so when I get back to my campsite, I'm gonna sit down and have some lunch, then probably start filming the camping portion of this little adventure. Well, by looking at the GPS, once we finish this part of a loop and then another small section of a loop, we've done this whole trail. I didn't think we were going to do the whole trail. But here we are. Whoop, whoop. Oh man, like I said, I'm ready for some lunch though. So I'm gonna power through this, and unless something cool along the way, if there's anything cool along the way to see, I'll bring you guys back. Or if we happen to meet up with any other YouTubers. Okay, so we just found this on the ground. Birds, Black Moshannon State Park. And it's got a bunch of stuff inside. I'm guessing this is like a checklist of birds that people have seen. But this is paper on the trail. We're not going to leave that in the middle of the trail. Probably fell out of somebody's pocket or pack. So we'll take it with us and dispose of it when we come to a trash can. What do we got, a game of dominoes going on here? Look at this. Bam, bam. 2 trees. That's crazy. Oh no, there's a third one up there too. Wow. Mother Nature is pretty amazing. Okay, we come to a road walk here. Not sure how far we're going to walk this. But looking at the GPS, it looks like we're going to walk this for quite a while. I don't want to bore you guys with that, so we'll see you when this road walk is done. Some of your more private cabins. They got more rustic ones down there. Got newer ones here. I'm assuming these ones have electricity and the other ones don't. That's just an assumption though. Don't take my word for it. Okay, so remember when we crossed the road back there? This is the road coming into the cabin area. Over there is the Black Moshannon State Park sign. We got to hop back onto that trail, and it's going to take us down to another area of trail that we've never been on. So let's look both ways. Like I said, like Mama told you. Here we go. I'll catch up with you again when we're back at the junction. Okay, there we are. Wandering into new territory. And it's all downhill. Not a severe downhill, I don't mind that. I just hate the really steep ones. It just kills the joints. All right, so we are back at the day use area that we were at in the beginning when our trail started right over there. We're going to just check out some of these pavilions. Then I'm probably going to leave you alone after that. Then we'll see you for part 2, camping and the meetup. I'll be honest, a lot of these day use areas have seen better days. It's almost like they don't keep them clean, I guess. The heck is this? Oh, no kidding. Wonder if that was for like an art project or something. But yeah, take a look at these picnic tables. I don't know why anybody would use this day area, because again, these picnic tables are old and waterlogged, and yeah, I mean, look at this table down here. This one is in way better shape. And I'm not criticizing the park by any means. I'm just, I don't know, observing things. But that's in a lot better condition, it seems. But there's bathrooms over there, another pavilion there. But we're gonna go back up that way and hike back up to the road. And that's probably where I'm gonna leave you. Well, y'all, we're about back to the campground. So this is where I'm gonna leave you guys. If you made it this far, thanks for hanging out with me. Again, stay tuned to part 2. We're gonna do some camping. We're gonna eat some good food. We're gonna be around some even more amazing people. Anyway, y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and y'all be good to each other. And we'll see you at camp. Take care, guys. Look what I see. Thanks for joining me today, bud.